So when it comes to Amazon FBA selling online, there's some crazy misconceptions out there about the Amazon FBA business model. And so today I want to talk about the 3 most common misconceptions or craziest ideas I hear for new sellers starting out and starting an Amazon business. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. Those of you who are my subscribers. My name is Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, mentor, and coach. Right here on this YouTube channel, I release weekly videos covering everything Amazon, e-commerce, and NFTs. If you enjoy those types of videos, do me a favor right now. Head on down and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take just a minute to press subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. Also, give me a like on this video to help support my channel and bring you more helpful videos like this one. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing and documenting my journey of how I went from a struggling broke drug addict 8.5 years ago to building and owning multiple 6-figure online businesses. Let's jump into it. So the first misconception or crazy idea that new sellers have is the fact that they say there's no good products left. And I want to just debunk this myth right now because I just made a recent short reel video, and I'll be releasing that soon on my Instagram page, where I go over a product that I just recently found on TikTok. And I had seen this product a couple of different times, but never really took the time to pull it up. I thought there's too many other sellers, it's too competitive, or it's dominated by one brand. But I took a few minutes to run it on Amazon and run the numbers, and it's really good. So I share in that short video. I'll also release it here on my channel as a YouTube short, what that product is and how much money it's making each month. I have new students who are starting, their business. They're launching their first product and making thousands of dollars month 1, 2, 3. It just depends on the product and how much inventory you're able to launch. There's still plenty of opportunity out there, guys, but I do want to caution and warn you. I don't recommend selling a product where you see the numbers look okay and you just make the product a little bit better. You put your logo on it, you add a little feature here or make it a little different there. That is really risky. I actually don't recommend that model anymore, where you're finding a product based just off the numbers or using black box, which over 1 million sellers have. You're making the product just a little bit better and then launching it. That's a little bit more risky. What's working the best right now is you find a unique product using Etsy, TikTok, Pinterest, and then you look it up on Amazon, and maybe it's not on Amazon yet, or there's only a couple sellers, 1 to maybe 10 or less other sellers with that product already on Amazon, and then you're one of the first 30 sellers who bring that product to market. So there are products like that out there, and that's what I'm teaching my students, and the types of products that I'm launching and seeing success with is where you're one of the first 30 sellers with that product on Amazon. You find unique up-and-coming markets, trends, or niches, and then you bring a high-quality product that solves a problem to that target customer niche. Those products are doing really well. Home and kitchen products, kitchen and dining, tools and home improvement, DIY, sports and outdoors, patio, lawn and garden. These are the types of categories that I recommend looking for product. Misconception number 2 is budget or money or capital it's gonna need to start the business. How much money do you need to launch an Amazon business? I get this question a lot. Here's the answer, guys. It really just depends on how much you want to do. Do you want to invest into a trademark right away? Do you want to spend extra money on getting a video and your A+ content done in the beginning? Or do you want to be more conservative? Then you can launch your business anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000. Some crazy ideas and misconceptions I see out there online and in the forums and communities, Amazon seller communities, is that you need $20,000 to $50,000 to start your business. That is a myth. I started my business with $2,600. I have students launching their first product and building a successful Amazon business that generates profits and thousands of dollars each month passively. Eventually, it's more passive. Starting out with about $4,000, $5,000. That's going to be everything, including your product inventory costs, your DDP shipping costs, your logos, your barcodes, your graphic design work for your box design, your inspection costs, and your shipping and inventory are going to be your biggest costs. But if you have around $5,000, you can absolutely launch a product. You may need to order a smaller amount in the beginning if you're on a budget, or choose a product that doesn't have like a $20 source cost. It's only $5 or $10 source cost, because you will need to plan to have your second money for your second order. So it's good, a tip I saw, to have 2.5 times the initial investment that it's going to require. So if your first order is $3,000, if you $3,000 for the product cost, it's nice if you have $6,000 to make that second order. What is nice when it comes to ordering from suppliers is this. Most suppliers, the industry standard is you only have to put a 30% deposit down to start production. So you put 30% deposit down on that $3,000 or $4,000, and then the other 70% is not due until after they've made all your products, packaged all your products, and the third-party inspection is done and passes. That's when you pay the remaining balance. So you have some time, right? It gives you like 20 days, 30 days is usually a typical lead time or manufacturing production time. And so you have some time between when you place the 30% on that $3,000 to $6,000 and when you're going to need the other 70% after the inspection, right? So budget $20,000 to $50,000 is just insane. Of course, if you want to launch multiple products at once, I have somebody that I work with who has done really well. She launched 9 ASINs at once. It's one product, but she did different colors, different packs, different designs. And she launched 9 products and she's doing very, very well. She's on track to do well over 50,000 in revenue just a couple months in. So but she's spent, $50,000 to start the business because you're launching 9 products at once. So instead of that, $4,000 to $6,000, times that by 9, and that's what it costs. So if you're launching multiple or variations, you're launching 2 or 3 colors, that is essentially 2 or 3 different products. So it's going to be more costly. So watch that. Misconception number 3 or myth number 3 is just going to be that the business model doesn't really work or that the profit margins are too low. So this kind of ties into number 1 where there's no good products left. But mistake or misconception number 3 I want to talk about is just the overall negativity around Amazon FBA, saying that, there's too many sellers out there, the profit margins are low, only Amazon is the one that makes money. Typically when you see somebody in a Facebook group or a community or forum, saying that I lost my money on Amazon or all the money that I made went to PPC ads, or my product or listing or account got suspended. Typically when you see that happen, in those cases, it's usually due to that seller or person not learning something along the way. Either they launched a way too competitive product and thought they could just come in there with a little bit lower price and a slightly better design and make sales in a way too competitive a market, or they didn't know how to check for restrictions, trademarks, patents, and they decided to launch a trademark or patented product that will suspend the listing right away and you're out all that money you spent on inventory. So that's super important. And then as far as like all the money goes to PPC, the way to avoid that is to launch a unique product where there's less than 1,000 other sellers. You're one of the first 30 sellers in the market or niche, and you have a unique high quality product, and customers can tell that you have a good product and it's unique by your main image, title, price, and reviews. Customers should clearly be able to see your product is better, not get lost in a sea of competitors on page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like there to be more than 3 pages of the product on Amazon. Some people that come to me for a consulting call have launched a product and they're still on page 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 months into their launch because there's so many other sellers out there. So make sure there's 3 pages or less of results of the same product over and over. Ideally, there's less than 10 of that 10 products, 10 sellers or under. Be one of the first 30 other sellers. And then as far as competing products on the main keywords, I like there to be around 2,000 or less competing products on the top 2 to 10 main keywords. But you have to be careful going into a new product. I have to see some data. I need to see some data in the market through keywords, through similar products already on Amazon or competitors selling a close product to the one I'm thinking of launching. I need them, at least 1 or 2, to be making over 200, 300 sales or more per month, over 5,000 a month in revenue. Maybe it's selling well on Etsy because you can see the sales that product is made on Etsy. And then through the keywords, I would need the 2 to 10 main keywords to each have around 2,000 or higher search volume. So these are some data points that are important to look at to make sure that your product has enough demand when you're launching a unique or an upcoming product and you want to be one of the first 30 sellers into the market. Those guys are going to be the 3 craziest myths or misconceptions there is around selling on Amazon, starting an Amazon FBA private label business. Hope you found this video valuable. I'll see you on my next one, and thanks for watching.